Without going into too many details, my own personal experience with abortion, and I don't think we talk about this enough, abortion can be another word for mercy. We don't know. We don't know. It's not a world in which we know that no two pregnancies are alike, and it follows that no two lives are alike. That follows that no two conceptions are alike.
Yep. Anne Hathaway's woke hypocrisy, a deep dive. Anne Hathaway, once heralded as Hollywood's polished darling and a champion of progressive causes, is now facing intense scrutiny for her outspoken views. Her comments surrounding abortion have ignited a firestorm of criticism, particularly from prominent voices like Matt Walsh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to speak to you today as a goodwill ambassador for UN Women. Women's participation and equal power is fundamental to progress for everyone. I'm sure you are aware of the evidence which shows
explores Hathaway's journey from beloved actress to a controversial figure, examining how her words have shaped public perception and sparked debates about morality in Hollywood. The context of Hathaway's comments. In a recent discussion, Hathaway made a statement that resonated with many but also raised eyebrows. Abortion can be another word for mercy. This remark was intended to highlight the complexities of individual circumstances surrounding pregnancy, but it quickly became a focal point for backlash. Hathaway emphasized that no two pregnancies or lives are alike, suggesting that decisions regarding abortion are deeply personal. She positioned herself as a voice for women's rights, advocating for the importance of having control over one's reproductive choices. Matt Walsh's critique. One of Hathaway's most vocal critics is Matt Walsh, who has taken it upon himself to dismantle her image. His criticisms are not just about her stance on abortion, they delve deeper into her career and public persona. Walsh describes his experience watching Hathaway in Les Miserables as pure torture, claiming her performance was insufferable. He argues that Hathaway's comments on reproductive rights reflect a broader moral detachment within Hollywood. The backlash against Hathaway. Hathaway's comments on The View sparked significant backlash. She argued that control over one's reproductive destiny is crucial for young women starting their careers, framing abortion as a human right. Walsh countered by calling her rhetoric dystopian, claiming it reflects a selfish agenda masked as compassion. He argues that Hathaway's language is a symptom of a larger trend in Hollywood that prioritizes personal freedom over moral responsibility. Hathaway's activism and public image. Hathaway has long been known for her activism and support for women's rights. As a goodwill ambassador for UN Women, she has made passionate speeches advocating for gender equality. Her dedication to social issues has earned her accolades, but it has also made her a target for criticism. Critics argue that her polished image comes across as insincere, reinforcing a narrative of inauthenticity. The Hathaway era and its fallout. During the early 2010s, Hathaway faced intense scrutiny for being perceived as too perfect. Her Oscar acceptance speech for Les Miserables was particularly criticized for its emotionality, which some viewers found rehearsed and insincere. Despite her heartfelt message, Hathaway's vulnerability was met with skepticism, further complicating her public image. This backlash marked the beginning of what some have dubbed the Hathaway era, a time when her every move was under a microscope. The double standard in Hollywood. Hathaway's experience raises questions about the double standards present in Hollywood. While she has been criticized for her polished image, other stars like Jennifer Lawrence have thrived by embracing authenticity. Lawrence's relatable persona contrasts sharply with Hathaway's carefully curated image, leading to a perception that Hathaway's less genuine. This disparity highlights the complexities of navigating fame and activism in the public eye. The language of abortion. One of Hathaway's most controversial phrases was her assertion that abortion could be seen as an act of mercy. This statement has been scrutinized for its implications and the language surrounding it. Walsh argues that calling abortion mercy is morally troubling, suggesting that it promotes a narrative that devalues life. He contends that real compassion involves supporting women through motherhood rather than endorsing abortion as a method of empowerment. The shift in pro-choice rhetoric. Walsh notes a significant shift in the rhetoric surrounding abortion. He contrasts Hathaway's language with the more cautious approach taken by politicians in the past, such as Bill Clinton, who framed abortion as a necessary but tragic choice. Hathaway's rhetoric appears to embrace abortion as a symbol of empowerment, a shift Walsh finds unsettling. This transformation reflects a broader trend in which sensitive topics are reframed to align with progressive ideals. The fragility of Hollywood ego. Walsh points to Hathaway's reactions during interviews as evidence of a fragile ego prevalent in Hollywood. He cites a notable instance during the press tour for The Dark Knight Rises, where Hathaway reacted defensively to a question about her weight loss for the role. Her response was perceived as lacking humor and humility, reinforcing Walsh's narrative about the hypersensitivity of Hollywood elites. This incident, combined with her recent comments, paints a picture of a star struggling to connect with an increasingly skeptical public. Conclusion: Hathaway's woke hypocrisy. Anne Hathaway's journey from Hollywood darling to a divisive figure serves as a case study in the complexities of wokeness in the entertainment industry. Her comments on abortion, framed as a fight for women's rights, have drawn fierce criticism and highlighted the moral ambiguities present in Hollywood today. Critics like Matt Walsh are quick to point out the contradictions in Hathaway's rhetoric, suggesting that her language reflects a broader disconnection from reality. As Hathaway navigates this turbulent landscape, questions remain about her future in Hollywood and whether she can rebuild her image amidst the backlash. So, what do you think? Is Anne Hathaway misunderstood, or does her experience reflect Hollywood's double standards? Share your thoughts in the comments below.